Hello friends, welcome to Gardening with Creekside. I am Jenny and it is late in the afternoon here at the house. I have been working my little honey off all day, doing all sorts of great projects here in kind of the backyard patio area. And to end the day, we're going to plant some fun, beautiful annuals right here close to the patio and along the walkway. So I am filthy, I am covered in dirt and soil, and my hair's just a whoof because I have been outside all day working. I got the irrigation all fixed in the what I call the Gatsby Gal bed. So all of those plants have beautiful irrigation running through it, as do the David Austin roses and the Rockin' Playin' the Blues. Yes, Playing the Blues, salvia that I did the other week. And then I was able to get mulch out on the Gatsby Gal bed. And I am telling you what, y'all, a fresh layer of mulch is like, if you're a lady, it's like either the lipstick to the outfit or a great pair of earrings, right? It is that perfect last little touch accessory that just makes the whole outfit complete. It dresses it up. That area right now is positively stunning. It looks great. On my list, you know, I'm always very ambitious. I thought, oh, well, I can get that whole area mulched today too. Ha! No. So what we're gonna do is end the day with planting some annuals. So I have three areas that we're going to focus on. One is the area right here off the patio. This is where the yellow tulips were and the daffodils that Proven Winners sent us. They have been pulled out. I'm going to relocate the daffodils, I believe, in the bed behind me, and it'll be kind of in the back. That way, as the old foliage, you know, takes up its nutrients for next year and is dying back, it won't drive me crazy. I didn't want to have them right here because this is a high visibility area, and for your daffodils to, that's the best way to treat them, is after they bloom, you just leave them alone until the foliage completely turns brown and dies away. And this really is like an annual pocket. So what we're going to plant in here today, my Megan helped me come up with this. One, we're going to plant Luscious Pink Berry Blend Lantana. Let's see if I can get a nice zoom in on that. It is a beautiful color of pale pink, white, and a very light yellow. Now, the pink berry blend is going to get 20 to 30 inches tall, and then the minimum spacing on this was 18 inches, the max was 24. I definitely went for the minimum spacing. You can see that I've placed them out. I want this area to be just a huge blanket of the lantana because lantana loves it hot, it loves the full sun, it attracts your butterflies and your hummingbirds, all those wonderful little critters in our garden that we love. So I have the gardenias and then the 9-bark, so this will all fill in quite nicely. And then in front of that, I'm gonna do a little pocket of the Sunstar Pink Pentas. Now the pink is a definite light pink color. We're going to try to get this to zoom in correctly, and Jerry said it did. So 18 to 22 inches tall, but see, look at that. Can you see those two colors together? Isn't that just a really pretty color combination? Again, if you will remember, here at the patio, I'm trying to control myself and to keep the light, cool colors, because when we're going to be out here, most of the time it will be this time of day into the evening because it is so hot. So we are going to plant these babies here. I have got my power planter auger. I'm gonna zip the holes in here to plant all these guys in. There is not irrigation in here right now, so I don't have to worry about any kind of irrigation lines. I'm thinking though, before I mulch this area, I will run some drip tubing in here because even though these are drought tolerant once they're established, everybody can use a little drink of water. And so I will do that, not tonight, we'll do that another day, and then we'll come back and mulch. So I'm gonna use my auger to zip my holes, get these planted, and then I'm gonna give everybody a nice little dose of the Proven Winners time release fertilizer. That'll just get sprinkled on the top because it'll get that nice continuous feed every time it rains or we water it. So without further ado, we're going to get to planting. All right, so area number 1 is planted. Now we're on to area number 2. This is just right down from where we just were. There is a nice big empty hole right here for the unique stone fountain that is going to go here when it arrives. And then these are the 2 little lime punches behind me, which by the way are beautiful and have gorgeous foliage on them, so I can't wait to see how they do this year. Now, this area, we're going to plant the Blushing Princess Lobularia Sweet Alyssum. Blushing Princess is a beautiful white with a little bit of a hint of, it's a kind of a cross between a little bit of a pink and a little bit of a purple. So it's very subtle, but it'll give it a nice little light, airy look to this space. The reason that I am planting the alyssum right here is because every time it rains, or if the irrigation comes on, I learned last year that this is where all the water from up above comes through here and then goes out. So this ground, especially here in the front, will stay pretty damp. And that is exactly what this alyssum likes. It likes to be in really kind of damp or consistently damp growing conditions, and it will get nice and fill in and get very thick and very happy, and it smells delicious. So all the alyssums, whether it's Blushing Princess, White Knight, or Snow Princess, they all have a beautiful fragrance to them. And I don't know about you, but I like to have sweet smells in my garden. The irrigation line does run right through here, so that is what that black pipe is. So it will get some moisture, and then of course I try to place the alyssums somewhat close to that drip line. For now, we're going to leave this area blank because that is where the fountain's going to go. Who knows, I may want to end up sticking a pot in there for filler or something. So again, we're going to plant these pretty close to each other. They don't get tall, they get wide, and so they're going to fill in and make a beautiful carpet next to the flagstone path that goes out. And then I have the Carolee Petite Pink Guara and Rockin' Playing the Blues Salvia right here. So all these colors are going to be very happy together. So again, going to do some holes and pop them in the ground. All of the Blushing Princesses have been planted. Some of you may ask or may not ask, okay, so do I put compost down when I'm working with my annuals, yes or no? As a general rule, when I'm doing my annuals in the landscape, you like to have as much compost and nice nutrients in the soil as you possibly can. You're not going to see me do it here because it's already in the ground. When we did the lantana and the pentas, remember when I did it in the fall, I put tons of compost down, so I didn't need it there, and it just, when I ogged it, man, it was gorgeous. Here, when I was planting the David Austins, I used that Murray blend mix, and so I did this whole bed, so it had it in there, not quite as enriched as maybe the other section. It's fine. We're not going to lose sleep over this, y'all. Don't make it hard. And then all of these areas did receive what my mama calls the shake and bake from Proven Winners. It's the little slow time release fertilizer. You just shake it on there. If you wanted to do a scoop, you can. Doesn't have to be that scientific. Just give each plant a good shake. And then if you saw me in the handy dandy bucket with my little metal bucket, that is, this time of year, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some pre-emergent. I use Preen. That helps prevent the weeds. So a pre-emergent just keeps seeds from germinating. It does not, it's not gonna kill current weeds. It doesn't harm my plants, whether it's a perennial or a shrub or an annual. It just prevents weeds from germinating. So, do I wanna use this in my garden boxes with my vegetables? Probably not, because I could be planting like direct sow some carrot seeds in there. But here in my big beds, it does give me just that little bit of buffer to help some weeds not germinate, and I will take all the help I can get with those weeds. Again, the irrigation is already laid in this bed. I just have to come back and apply that nice thick layer of mulch, just like I did up top in the Gatsby Gal bed. And man, it will make a massive difference. Now, we've got one more little pocket we're gonna do, and then we're gonna be done for the day, and Jenny can go in and take a hot bath and have a delicious supper. So I've got 4 more little pentas to plant, so let's move over here and we're gonna get those in the ground. Okay, so here we are. I've got one little pocket that this area gets smaller each year as my shrubs get bigger, which is perfectly fine with me. So right here, I have yin and yang viburnum. I have no idea which one's yin and I have no idea which one is yang. But they have been in the ground. Proven Winners sent us these as trial plants. They've been in the ground just a little bit over a year. I love these plants. They are an evergreen viburnum. So I have one here, then one directly in front of me. I'm not sure if it's in the shot. And then between them, there is a little quickfire hydrangea that clearly is loving life because she is absolutely covered in foliage right now. So the area that we're going to look at is this little pocket right here between those 3 shrubs. There is irrigation drip line that runs through here, and then of course the light is here, but that line runs back. So I should be all clear to aug my 4 holes right here. But you can tell when you have the sidewalk that these 2 areas will complement each other, and I've got the same plant, that same penta in this bed that I do in the other bed. So when you're designing your gardens, if you can repeat a plant kind of throughout the garden, it really ties in the whole space. And if you can't use the same plant in all the areas, maybe in your garden, stick with that color palette, right? And that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to repeat the plants some and have that nice light airy color palette to it. So without further ado, we're gonna get these 4 holes dug, get them in the ground, a little shake and bake, we'll be good to go. All right, my sweet friends, Jenny is done for the day. It has been such a wonderful, productive day. I think I have the dirt and everything to prove that I have definitely been productive today. But man, I was telling Jerry, just because of our schedule, I know that I'm not going to be able to get in the garden for the next couple of days between the nursery being open. We're celebrating someone's special birthday coming up very soon. Man behind the camera. So we've got some birthday partying to do, just, you know, life, right? Work, juggling kids, and I got to run somebody to a birthday party, so forth and so on. So we take these little pockets of time, even if it is 7 o'clock at night, to come out here and get a little bit done, because It feels good to get it done, and it looks so nice. And the thing is that everything that I planted today, even though it's an annual and it's gonna die, you know, at the end of the season, okay, y'all, it's April. These could easily go through November. We're talking about, how many months is that? Is that what, 7, 8 months? I mean, my gosh, y'all, that is like so worth it. So in the spring, summer, and fall, just soak it up. It gets us through the winter. This is gonna be positively beautiful and just give us tons of enjoyment. So yeah, annuals are totally worth it. They have their place in the mix of shrubs and perennials and all the things. You don't have to be in one camp or another. Use them all for your space to create the garden that you enjoy spending time in. So not only are we going to enjoy spending time in this garden, so are my hummingbirds and my butterflies and all of my pollinators of all different shapes and sizes. This is great for them. So it just makes a happy garden and a happy gardener. So I hope you have enjoyed this, maybe seen a plant or two that you want to look at adding into your garden because, hey, there's tons of them out there. Find the right one for you. And as always, thanks so much for gardening with Creekside. Y'all have a great day. I am hitting the showers. See y'all later. Bye, friends.